What the past to say? Now go ahead, get me out of here. I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like a passed away. Automatic, you should have it. You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it. I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with a bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. And she trying to link up, so much we got synced up, pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. They can go and hit me on the side, they try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag, we're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it.
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal.
I just want to know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
Kick it and go, kick it and go.
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 9th. So probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Complete to Jack Doyle.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end to give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted. The running
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Minshew to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, you've got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. First down, Rivers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
To number 13.
23 yards on the play.
23 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
He's across.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
And it's
throwing, Rivers. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
First down, Indianapolis.
Rivers on 1st down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First down, Colts.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pick.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Working out of the gun, Rivers. down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Josh Allen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. From the gun, Rivers. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And he fires one incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the rookie, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down now, it's Thompson. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To Thompson on the screen. He'll have a 1st down past the 40, and he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Well, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. At the Colts 23.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
The ball carrier.
He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
14-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzes, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 1.
Got it. Let's go. Let's go. Get set.
They give it here to Thompson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
From the 25 on 2nd down, Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. And on 1st down, Mack. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. They'll toss this right side to Mack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. On 3rd down, Rivers. And Pascal's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Room to run inside the 40. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and up towards the incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Rivers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Rivers again. This goes out right to Doyle. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 48. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Out of the gun is Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. Muscles by at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Hand off to Thompson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you're always looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run on first down. Thompson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chris Thompson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start by handing this off to Mack. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
A gain of 14.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking deep for Hilton. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory.
It's a gain of 40.
A huge play that time for the Colts. 48 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
2nd down, Rivers.
13-yard line.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 13 yards out. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game.
The kick is
and he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Jaguars 17. Colts.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 66 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Thompson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Now a toss This left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9.
At the 46.
Looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Again, it's Rivers. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Colts pick it up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
He's got it to Hilton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
21 yards. And the Colts first down.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Rivers hands this one to Mack. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
That's into the hands of Pascal. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Brings up 4th.
Rivers to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Josh Allen. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Minshew to throw. This is Shenault on the receiving end. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laviska Shenault with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Jaguars 31, Colts 10.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
First and 10. At their own.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
A toss play to the running back. The tackle made by Brock Yassin. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. On first down, it's Mack. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Colts.
Rivers now from the 50. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Thompson, and he's got this down to the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Intercepted.
So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The Colts leading tackler in 2019, Anthony Walker, gets another one there.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, a run with Thompson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, Thompson. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now Rivers on 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To the air again here, Rivers. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
So pick up a 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for Jacksonville, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.